and my partner. Hello, good evening, sir. My name is Henry, and my partner is Nur Safitri. And we are going to presenting our topic that we choose from meeting 12. So the topic is the structure of arguments, verb phrase structure. So let's get started. Alright, for the first slide, I'm going to be talking about argument. So let's see, what is an argument? An argument is a set of statements or reasons that are intended to convince someone of a particular point of view or to pursue them to take a specific action. Arguments typically consist of a claim or the main point. It can be found in various forms of communication, including essays, speech, and also everyday conversation. For example, Henry likes banana. Okay, next slide. There are an adjunct and also the transitivity. So what's the difference between them? So let's see what's the definition of adjunct. An adjunct refers to something that is aid to another thing, but it's not an essential part of it. Meanwhile, transitivity refers to a linguistic property of verbs that indicates whether a verb can take objects and how many objects it can take. Okay, next slide. There is types of transitivity. So in transitivity, there are some types, including for the first one is intransitive verbs. These verbs do not take a direct object. Examples include fall and sit. And the second one is transitive verbs. These require a direct object to complete their meaning, such as throw, injure, or kiss. And the third one is the transitive verbs. These can take two objects, typically a direct object and an indirect object, as in she gave him a book. And the fourth one is ambitransitive verbs. These can function as both transitive and intransitive, like walked in she walked the dog and she walked. Okay, next slide. There is a selectional properties. So let's see, what is selection? A selection in linguistics refers to ability of predicates like verbs, adjective, and other heads to determine the semantic and syntactic properties of their arguments.
Category selection. Category selection it dictates what syntactic forms, like a noun phrase and verb phrase and attack. Category selection can serve as complements to predicate. For example, a verb may select for a noun phrase as its object, meaning it must combine with a noun phrase to form a grammatically sentences. Selection also involves the number of arguments predicate can take. For instance, the verb is select for a subject and an object, while run might only require a subject. Semantic selection. Semantic selection, it determines whether the meanings of the argument fit with the meaning required by the predicate. For example, the verb run as select for animate subjects, meaning it cannot logically combine with any inanimate subject like a tree. What is selectional restriction? These restrictions are crucial in understanding how words interact within sentences, as they help determine the appropriateness of word combination based on their meanings. Theta theory. This theory is crucial for understanding sentences structure and grammaticality in natural language. And theta criterion. Theta criterion, this ensures a one-to-one correspondence between the arguments in sentences and their respective roles in the event described by the verb. These roles help to define how participants in an action relate to the verb. playing a crucial role in understanding sentences, structure, and the meaning. That's everything we want to say about our presentation for today. And thank you for you, sir, about already learning us about deep semantic for this semester. Thank you, sir.